justify why students today should spend 4 years accumulating such mass debts, and would it be worth it in the end? How do you think CAU is going to address that, particularly with the rebranding and redirection that occurred?
Well, I begin by saying that there are really 4 occupations that I believe will be around 10,000 years from now. Okay.
What do you say, Joe?
Okay. I'm not sure about that one. Okay. But entrepreneurs, innovators, and pioneers, they're going to be around. If you go back to ancient Rome, they would have the daily scroll, and they would be looking for those people. Ancient Egypt, they had a daily papyrus, and they were looking for those people, and those people are going to be looking for 10,000 years from now. In order to be successful in those spaces, you have to be more than a vocational ed institution. That you have to produce people who are well-rounded and who can actually anticipate the future. People who understand what I call the art of the possible. That they see a block, and essentially we talk about the motto that if there is no way we can make one, that if you see a block, you're going to figure out how to get around it, how to move it, how to go through it. That in order to do that, you have to have a deep understanding of the humanities, a good understanding of science and mathematics, and then a basis in terms of a specific discipline. And so I see that that's the role. It's not going to change.
Do you think not only CAU, but students coming out of HBCUs these days, are they being trained to compete worldwide? It's not just enough to be competed against graduates from larger colleges, but you now have a smaller world because of the internet, et cetera. So have you seen them being trained to be able to compete worldwide?
Yes, and one of the things that is also important is that Du Bois talked about a dualism for African Americans, that you're one faced with being black, and then you are faced with whatever it is that you're trying to do. One of the elements of choice for African American students and others who are not part of who are part of the traditional other, okay, in the United States, is that HBCUs are a place where you don't have to go through dualism. You're just a student. That means that you can actually spend your energy developing your talent, strengthening your ability to add value, and so that you can actually be successful in the world market. Doesn't mean that going to the other places is going to lead to failure. It just means you don't have to burn up as much energy. Okay? There's no black table, okay, at an HBCU. And I think that that's something that's very, very important. But we are training people to be successful in the global marketplace. At Clark Atlanta University, there are a number of programs that are tremendous. And certainly we're here where we look at mass media and media arts. It's just tremendous programs in terms of the training, especially in a city like Atlanta, which is probably really second only to, say, New York in terms of a media location.
Being president of a small black private institution is one of the hardest jobs in America. Was life not difficult enough for you already that you decided that you wanted to take this? Why? What was it about it that hit you that said, that's the kind of challenge?
Well, it's a two-parter. The first thing is that I see myself at age 18 going off to college with the expectation that the people that I'm going to their institution, that I see those people as helping me be successful. And so, one, I see myself as that, and I also then see that my role is to provide the best education and the best set of opportunities for someone who's like me. Well, as it turns out, someone who's like me, there are a whole bunch of 18-year-olds across this country, white, black, Asian, it doesn't matter. I really care about all of them. But as it turns out, then when we come to an HBCU, it's not just that I care about, I look at the people and I say, hey, that's me, okay. And so there's a kinship here that's very, very important to me. And that's one of the reasons for doing this.
What are you looking to do your first 100 days once you take over?
Well, part of what I want to do is to really, I have a lot of friends in business and around the country. I want to really go and see them to talk about Carlton University. I want to also listen to the stories because everyone has a story to tell in terms of the alumni, students, faculty, staff. Let me listen to the stories and listen to the issues that they are concerned with, because that's going to help in the rebranding of the institution. But as I said, I'm going to be talking to friends so that they can become not just my friends, but friends of Carlton University.
First Lady, what do you see your role as? What do you like to do once you get here at Clark? Some of the things you want to take advantage of?
I would really, really like to support the president-elect in the endeavors that he will outline, in his administration, where I could be of some assistance. And more importantly, I think that there are just so many wonderful assets here on campus. Particularly, I'm very interested in the arts and humanities, and so I hope to be very involved in the art gallery and leveraging the wonderful masters and works that we have here on campus. It is a hidden jewel, and I really would love to see us have some exposure and leverage the beautiful works of arts that have been collected for many, many years that need to have a national or a global audience.
All right. I want to thank both of you and wish you both of you much success.
Thank you.
On this next chapter of your lives, which I'm sure will be interesting.
Well, we're very
At the
excited to
least.
be here.
Good.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Good meeting you also.
Good meeting. Thank you.